Okay, guys, so today we're going to draw this thing called a lock wheel, and I'm going to teach you the revolve command in Inventor. So one of the things I want you to look at is this part of the drawing here that looks like it's been cut away, and then it's got those diagonal lines. Those are called section lines, and what that does is it shows the interior part of the object. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw that section pattern and we're going to revolve it around itself to create this circular object called a lock wheel. And then the 3 holes, I'm going to show you how to do circular patterns. So you only draw one and then the computer copies it 3 times. Folks at home who are not doing the drawings in Inventor, please make sure you watch these videos because you're still drawing it by hand. And I understand that some of your isometric and circle templates will not get this big. You are going to sketch the absolute best ellipse and the absolute best circles that you can freehand, because I know you don't have a 4-inch diameter circle anywhere. Okay, so let's get going. New, standard IPT. Okay, if the weird box comes up, we're going to go home. Under origin, we are going to draw on the front plane, which is XY, and we're going to go start 2D sketch. Now, looking at this guy, I see this U shape. It's an uneven U shape, and it's kind of upside down if I was looking at it from the top view. So that's what I'm going to draw. So I'm going to go long. Okay, so I'm going to draw my little uneven U here, and just remember, keep your lines straight and you'll be good to go. And I drew that one too long, so I'm going to hit escape on my keyboard. I'm going to click line. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go through it, and then I'm going to use trim to trim away both ends so that it's perfect. Another thing I need to do is I need to draw a line somewhere out here. And what this line represents is the center of the circle. Because if you look at this drawing, the center of this hole is here. I am measuring everything from the center of that hole. Okay, so now let's start putting on dimensions. This part's going to be easy because that one is 2. And then the little piece here is going to be 1/2 inch, and then the inside U is going to be 1 inch tall. And then we're going to come back and do how far apart everything is, and that's all going to be based upon the diameter of the circles. So click on dimension. We're going to change this guy to 2, and it's going to get too big. We're going to put it all on the screen. We're going to change this guy to 0.5. We're going to change this guy to 1. And now I have my little uneven U. Now, how do I know how far from this line to the edge of the circle this should be? Well, let's take a look at our drawing. Little hand over here, which is called pan, and put your drawing in the middle of your circle. The middle of your drawing space, and you can right click and tell it okay, and then the hand will go away. So now how far from this line to this line do I need to go when I revolve this thing around to make sure that the diameter of that inside hole is correct? Well, the diameter of this inside hole, the smallest one, is 3/4. So since that's a diameter, from here to here would be the radius. So I'm going to put in 0.375, which is 3/8, which is 1/2 of 3/4. Okay. Then I'm going to go from here to here. And what is that going to be? This measurement here is 1.5, and you can see that right here. So 1/2 of 1.5, 1.5 divided by 2. 1.5 divided by 2 is 0.75. So then I'm going to go from here to here. And what should that be? So that's this circle right here. And that tells me It's 3.5. So 3.5 divided by 2 is 1.75. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to get this guy. And the biggest diameter out there is 4. So I'm going to divide that in half and get 2. And now I'm getting closer to what I can revolve. So now I'm almost ready to revolve this. I want you guys to double check that you have all of these numbers on your screen. Now, do I need to put in this measurement here? Well, I've already defined it because I measured 0.75 from here to the outside line, and from here to here, 0.375 to the inside line. And the same thing over here. It's already defined that piece. So it's good to go because you measured from this center, what's going to become the center axis. So I'm going to click Finish Sketch. I'm going to get it back on my screen. I'm going to click Revolve, and I'm going to click this pattern, and then I have to tell it which axis I want it revolved about. So I pick the red arrow, and then I click the line, and I tell it OK. And now if I turn it over, you're going to see that I have all of those circles that I need to make my drawing look like this. Okay, let's go ahead and reset the front to be this view. So if you guys remember, you click on the wallet, you click on a flat surface, you right click on the view cube, you do set current view as front, click the upper right hand corner of the view cube, right click the view cube again, set current view as home, fit to view. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in just one of these circles. We're going to do the one up here, and I'm going to show you how to use whole with the sketch, because you know when you click on the whole command, it gives you that option from sketch. This would be a time that you would use that. So I'm going to go Start 2D Sketch, and I'm going to pick this surface that's in between. It's like that back piece there. And then I'm going to go Project Cut Edges, so I have a place to measure from. And if you zoom up on it, you'll see that gave you the center of all of the circles. And you're going to need that because you're going to click on circle and you're going to come to the center of all the circles and you're going to get a green dot and you're going to open that guy up. And now that's the circle where we're going to put the point to draw the hole. So we're going to come back, and how big is this guy? It's the green circle that's kind of like there but not there. And it's got a diameter of 2.5. So we're going to go boom, 2.5. There's the circle. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to find this thing called point. And I'm going to bring point right here. And if you are moving your mouse, you're going to feel your mouse kind of snap there. And the reason it's snapping there is that's what we call the quadrant of the circle. It's like the top of the circle. Bring your mouse right there and just click. And it's going to put a point. And hit Finish Sketch. And now if you look, you can see the point. If you zoom way up, it's that little purple dot. So now we're going to go whole. And I'm going to use from sketch. And going back to the drawing, it tells me I have 3 1/2-inch diameter holes equally spaced. EQSP stands for equally spaced. So I'm going to put in 1/2 inch here. And the termination is through all. It goes through the whole thing. And then I'm going to tell it OK. And now you notice I have that hole exactly where I want it. And the sketch kind of went away because I used that sketch to make the hole. So now we're going to go into our isometric view by going home. And I'm going to come up here to this thing that says circular pattern. And I'm going to click on that. And on features, I'm going to select hole 1. And then I'm going to click this red arrow that says rotation axis. And I'm going to click this outside circle. It really doesn't matter what circle you click on as long as it's a circle. And now down here where it says placement, if you look at the front, it wants to put in 6. I only need 3. It's going to revolve those 3 equally divided among 360 degrees. So I don't even need to do the math. And I tell it OK. And there's your part minus the little slit down the front there. So we'll fix that here in a second. So now the last step is we're going to draw this. It's called a keyway is the fancy word for it, this little slot thing in the front. So we're going to go start 2D sketch. We're going to pick this donut in the middle, and we're going to go project cut edges. Now this is another one. You guys did a problem like this earlier where you draw one line from the center, and then you press escape on your keyboard and you draw another line, sort of like over here, right? And then you press escape on your keyboard and you draw another line over here. And then we go and we dimension between the lines. And so the entire slot is a 1/4 of an inch, so it's going to be 1/8 of an inch either way. So from the center line, we're going to go click on this line, click on that line, and we're going to put in 0.125. Okay, and then we're going to dimension this one on this side to the center, also 0.125. And then you're going to want to zoom up on it a little bit, use your handy dandy extend feature. And we want to extend it twice because it goes through the circle and then into this odd part. Now we're going to use trim and we're going to cut away these two outside lines. Press escape on your keyboard and delete the line you drew in the center. Hit finish sketch. And we're going to extrude that guy with a cut. And he's going to get cut, and how deep is it? It is 1/4 of an inch. So that's 0.25. Tell it okay. And now your lock wheel is complete. All right. So I'm going to put a color on it. What color are we using today? Oh, how about titanium polished? That sounds cool. All right, there we go. I'm going to save it, file, save as, in the Inventor folder that you guys made. And this one's called Lock Wheel. We're going to go File, New, TLTWA, Create. Project name is Practice. Your name, the date. It's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Lock wheel. Okay, I need to update my libraries. Click on base. Let it come in at half scale because this guy's big. Above it, to the right, to the corner. Tell it okay. Spread them out a bit. And for this one, guys, I don't want you to do center lines. And there's a reason for that. Mostly because what we really should be doing is doing a sectional view on it, but we're not going to do a sectional view. So we're just going to turn it in like this. If you go ahead and put center lines on it, that's fine. I won't take points off. But you don't need to put center lines on it. You do, however, need to double click on this guy and give him the color, and then File, Save As, Lock Wheel, and then my friends at home, you're going to export to PDF. Folks in the room, make sure you make sure you print to General E115. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed playing with Revolve. It's a really cool feature.